Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another season of TCFL football here on the TCFL channel. This is Gary, your host, and right now you see the preseason schedule for the TCFL for 2025. As far as I can tell from our historical historian, that this is season 51 of the TCFL League, based in northeastern Ohio. And as you see on the screen, we do play some games with Action PC and also some head-to-head games using the Strat-O-Matic football game. Now this is our preseason schedule right here. And the way we run the preseason is the teams in the East and Central are our Action PC team, and the teams in the West and Midwest are the Strat-O-Matic head-to-head team. All games played on the Strat-O-Matic side are played on using the Strat-O-Matic game head-to-head. All the games played on the Action PC side is using the PC game. But for the preseason, since none of the action teams would play the head-to-head teams in regular season, preseason each action team, like the Dragonauts, will play all 8 of the head-to-head teams, 4 home and 4 away. And same with all the rest of the PC team, and the same thing here, the Muggers would play all 8 of the action PC teams. And that gives our owners a chance to take a quick look at their rosters and see how well they actually stack up, who's their better players, especially if they have a couple quarterbacks that they're not sure which one's going to start, and the same thing with maybe some running backs. The other thing is the preseason does have a little bit of factor later on. It will determine tiebreakers for the draft next year. And it's like one of the last things that we look at, but still, if like here we have Putnam County and Front Street, and if they just happen to tie for a position in the draft, this game will determine whether the Putnam County drafts ahead of Front Street or vice versa. Again, these are the 16 teams. A few teams have moved between the Action PC side and the Strat-O-Matic head-to-head side, mainly because some of the teams are run by the same owner. Owner is allowed to have one team in each of the two leagues. Like if you look at the Detroit Slashers, pick up their team, you'll see it's owned by Donnie Sisson, our commissioner. And if you go over to the head-to-head side, he also is the owner of the Blue Bombers. So that's one thing that our league has been able to do and get 16 teams in the league is because some of the owners do run 2 teams. And some owners, like myself, I have the Dragonauts. Since I'm the only one that does not live in northeastern Ohio anymore, I play all of my games just on the PC side since I really don't have an easy way to play any of the head-to-head games on Strat-O-Matic. So, when you quickly take a look at all these teams, and let's see, and this is Armadale's roster. And of course, remember you can always pause the video if you wanted to take a little better look. It'd be nice to sort them, get a little better look at the teams. And of course, these are Action PC teams. Let's see. Putnam County, Cleveland Gladiators. They were the Cleveland Rockers last year, and my son changed the name to the Gladiators. Still based in Cleveland. Whoops, I think I forgot to scroll down. The Transylvania Vampires. Detroit Slashers. The Hazard County Hooters. Woodland Dogs. Guess we could do it this way too, huh? If I'm all mixed up. Green Giants. And then we go to the head-to-head side. The New York Muggers. The Vice City Venom. This used to be the Greenville something. I can't remember off the top of my head. But they moved to Vice City. Same owner. The Akron Spartans. The Macross Marauders. The Nashville Outlaws. The Front Street Freaks. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And the Sheraton Surge. Okay, the stats you see here are just the real life stats. Once we start playing, this will switch to our league stats. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have 2 sessions or 2 episodes here in the preseason. We'll play 4 games in the first episode. Then we'll get that out to the owners, and if they want to make any changes, we'll play the last 4 games in a couple days to give them a chance to take a look at their stats if they'd like to, and make any changes to their starting lineups. So without further ado, I guess we may as well go ahead and just start playing. I'll just like in the regular season when we do our broadcast, we'll play 1 week, take a look at the stats, and then since we're doing 1 episode for 4 weeks, we'll go right into week 2, play them, take a look at the stats, and so forth. So, as I mentioned, these are the week 1 games here. We'll go ahead and get started with that. And maybe we'll run a game in week 4 just to see how the new Action PC release works with the graphics and everything. You might just play one preseason game using the auto coaches for both teams. So let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, week one, we'll play through week one. You see Putnam County's at Front Street, Transylvania at Sheraton, Cleveland at Nashville, Auburndale at Winnipeg, Greene at McCross, Wentland at New York, Hazard County and Vice City, and Detroit at Akron. Now, since we're not going to play any of these games on the screen, and there'll all be other plays, I can just go ahead and play through week one. Again, we'll take a quick look at all of the box scores afterwards. The games are done and move on to week two. So you have our first score there. Front Street knocks off Putnam County 37-28. Sheraton and Transylvania had a high-scoring game. Nashville over Cleveland. Auburndale knocks off Winnipeg. Greene and McCross play. McCross wins 40-23. And there you have it. That's week one's games. Now we'll take a look at each one of them individually. Let's see. Front Street knocked off Putnam County 37-28. Let's take a quick look at the box score. Okay, there's your player stats for the two teams. Yeah, it looks like it was a pretty cool game. It looks like after three, it was 28-27. Front Street scored 10 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Again, you can always pause it if you are looking at something in particular. And let's see, we got to do complete. This here tab is just for player stats. We're going to do complete. So you get the rundown. You can see here Front Street was down 28-27 after three. Picked up two touchdown and a field goal, 10 points to win that game. Your drive summaries. Team stats. You see Front Street came out with a whopping 500 yards in their first preseason game. Williams cracked 100 yards rushing. 140. Oh. Wow. I think that's the highest I've seen in quite a while. Look at it. It's like double Darnold. Okay. So that's it for those stats. Again, we'll just scroll through all the stats. You can always pause it if you like to take a look at something in particular. And these are the starting lineups. So that was it for the first game. Second game was Transylvania over Sheraton 44-30. It looks like Cousins nearly threw for 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, but he threw 3 picks. Ooh. Okay, you can see here after 3 with Transylvania 44-31. Sheraton came back a little bit in the fourth quarter, but instead of scoring touchdowns on those two drives, they only managed field goals. And let's see, 14. They picked up 8 more points. 8 more points would have won. And there you go. Transylvania went over 500 total yards. Sheraton didn't do too bad either, 377. I think when we see the player stats here, you see the reason why Sheraton was still in the game. Look, I didn't realize that. Transylvania scored 34 points in the second quarter. Cousins threw 3 interceptions. Crowd Drew 2 for Sheraton. Alright, so we'll again just roll through these and pause them if you want to take a look at anything in particular. And we'll head over to game 3. Game 3 has Nashville defeating Cleveland 22-7. It was only 6-0 at the half. Again, we're just rolling through. Head over to Winnipeg, take a look at the Armadale win over Winnipeg. Not much scoring in the first half. The fourth quarter, Armadale somehow managed 19 points. 4 field goals and a touchdown in the fourth quarter. Armadale had the ball quite often then. You see Armadale had a nice offense game. Winnipeg was held only 284. So you scroll through the player stats. Okay, we head over to game 5. Lacrosse over Green 40-23. Lacrosse and Green all scoring every quarter. While Green had 31 first downs to Lacrosse only 17. Both had about 350 total yards. Wow, look at Daniels for Croft. 3 touchdowns, no interception, 141 rating. Anyway, that's the Green Lacrosse game. You see the first half, they did score quite a bit. Green had 13, Lacrosse had 24. That's higher than most of the other games that we've seen here in the first preseason game. Let's see, Woodland over New York, 27-20. It was tied after 3 it was tied. And Woodland with a touchdown at the 12-minute mark. Now, one thing about the injuries, they'll get reset after the preseason's over. So that's not a factor going into the regular season. So this game may have been a pretty interesting game to video too. Okay, that was New York Woodland. White City over Hazard County, 43-33. 5 touchdowns by Allen. And if I remember correctly, White City picked up Allen on a late trade. Nice stats there for Allen. Both teams did rush for over 100 yards, too. And both teams scored in all four quarters by sitting at a 21-point second quarter. And now we get to the last game of week one. Akron win 37-17 over Detroit. Now I don't know if there's some type of bug in the actual PCC, but you've probably seen a couple of these drive summaries don't have all the drive summaries in the game. Not sure why. Akron nearly doubled Detroit's first downs, and Akron nearly pulled 500 yards. Knicks had a pretty good rating of 120. And there you go with the stats and play-by-play of the final game of week one. Okay, so let's move over to week two. There you see the standings after 1 week and some stats here. Derrick Henry leads the league with 131 yards rushing. Pass rating, Jalen Daniels leads there on the cross. So let's go and hit week two. And here's your matchups here for week two. And now we have some odds. You got Akron by 10 and Frederick by 10. These. So let's go ahead and play through week two and take a look at those stats. Whoa, Armadale wins another game. Oh, too bad this is not regular season. I'd be service they win 2 games in a row anytime during the regular season. Okay, looks like they just finished up the week two. Let's go and take a look at all of the games here in week two. We have Putnam County knocking off Sheridan 45-27. Again, we'll just scroll through these stats. Give you a little idea of what happened during the game. And the starting lineups. Okay, head over to the second game in Transylvania. Nashville wins 29-9. First drive, Nashville scores a touchdown, then comes back with a field goal, and then another field goal. So Nashville was up Looks like 16-0 before Transylvania got on the board. 450 some yards for Nashville, Transylvania under 200. And Cousins threw 4 more interceptions. I think he threw 3 in the last game. And went from a 140 to a 20. Oops, sorry about that. Again, we just go through the play-by-play and we'll head over to the third. Third game was Winnipeg over Cleveland. A very, very good game. Looks like 32-29. Winnipeg looks like they won it in the fourth. Okay, there was the stats and the play-by-play. Hello, game 4, Armadale somehow won that second game. They knocked off across 49-37. Lacrosse did have 400 some yards to Armadale's 380. Quarterback seemed to do about the same. Herbert rushing for 60. We have over 140 yards rushing. Anyway, that's Seth in the play-by-play. Armadale wins 49-37. Okay, Green over New York, 33-10. Green scored in the third period. Second half, New York was shut out. No touchdowns for Green. Mayfield threw one for New York. Okay. So much for the stats. Go through the play-by-play. Head over to the next game. Okay, next game is Vice City wins their second. They knock out Woodland 25-14. Woodland didn't score in the second half. In fact, there was only 6 points scored in the second half of this game. A lot of punts. Not much of a rushing game there for Woodland, 28 yards. Next game, Akron knocked off Hazard County, winning their second 44-19. Over 400 yards for Akron. And the last game of week 2, Front Street scores 55 points, defeating Detroit 55-20. So far, that's the most points scored in the preseason game. Front Street nearly had double digits in all 4 of the quarters. Then a 500-yard game. Okay, that's it for week 2. There's your standings. We still have 5 teams that are 2-0. So, and here's your statistic. Akron's Derrick Henry still leads in the league in rushing. Oh, look at Travers Kellick, 4 touchdowns. Receiving, passing, goal for Front Street, 151. That's like unreal. 5 touchdowns. And there you have it for week 2. Let's go ahead over to week 3. See if we have any 2-0. No. There's no matchups against the 2-0 teams anywhere. We do have a matchup with Detroit Insurance who are 0-2, so somebody they get a win there. Let's go ahead and play through week 3. Oh no, Armandale wins their 3rd in a row. That's unreal. And Detroit did get the win over Sheraton, and it looks like a closely contested game there, 32-25. We'll take a look at those stats in a few seconds. Okay, first game up, Nashville keeps their winning streak going. They're 3-0. They knock off Putnam County 40-20. Hey, looks like Lamar Jackson had a pretty good game. 400 yards passing. Now, if we happen to have in week 4 2 teams at 3-0, maybe we'll play a video, capture the video on that game. Okay, next one was Winnipeg getting their second win as they knocked off Transylvania 38-34. Like Winnipeg came back to win that game. They were down 34-32. 34-29. Again, you can just pause the video if you want to take a look at any particular stat. We're just scrolling through them so we can get all the highlights of all the games to you in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, Game 3, McCross over Cleveland, 29-14. Okay, and then the Auburndale team managed their 3rd win, 33-20 over New York. Avondale scored in all four, shut New York out in the second half. Okay, next game, Vice City wins their third, knock off Green, 30-16. Now, of course, any of the head-to-head teams that we play in the Strat-O-Matic game head-to-head, these stats are kind of give them an idea, but it doesn't really show their full potential on the Strat side because they can outplay all the other teams. Akron, their third win over Woodland, 29-27. Let's see how this game ended. Akron a field goal with 3 minutes 24 seconds left to take the lead for good, 29-27. So that would have been an interesting game to watch. Okay, next one is Hazard County knocking off Front Street. Hazard County winning their first game. And last game of week 3 was Detroit knocking off Sheraton for their first win. 32-25. Both teams scored in all 4 quarters. And that should do it here for week 3 games. Okay, go over it. There's the stats for 3-0 teams. And leader Akron still leading with over 300 yards rushing. Golf, he dropped a little bit in his rating from 151 to 138. And you can see all the rest. Let's go into week 4. See if we have any 3-0 matchups. 0-3, somebody's gonna win that one. Whoa, maybe this will be the game that will play Vice City and Armadale. So in this particular case, we're just gonna click on each of these and play them, and then look at their stats individually, and we'll bypass the Armadale game. Okay, Winnipeg gets 50 points and they knock out Putnam County. Again, we're just going to scroll through these stats. 400 yards passing at the top. Whoa. 5 interceptions. Yow. Hey, next game up is across the Transylvania. Lost 5-1. Let's see. This is the tight game. Nope, lacrosse wins handily 29-13. Okay, get over to the next game. Cleveland at New York. I'll play that one. New York at Cleveland. Cleveland's favored by 6. See who's going to win their first game, and it's New York 20-14. Another close game loss for Cleveland. Hey, we're going to skip the right sitting over there in case I want to play that. Let's go to Akron plays at Green. And Akron goes to 4-0 with a 37-13 win over Green. Okay, next game up is Front Street at Woodland. Woodland favored by 4. And Front Street knocked out Woodland 27-24, another close game. Okay, next up is Sheraton at Hazard County. Hazard County's favored by 13. See Sheraton to win their first. Yeah, they edge out Hazard County 20-19. Sheraton scores with 43 seconds left in the game to win it. And then the last autoplay game has Nashville at Detroit. See if Nashville can pick up their 4th win. They don't. Detroit knocked off Nashville 30-28 in another close game. Detroit wins the game at the last play of the game. Whoa. Nashville had 22-4, but Detroit scored 3, but that 3 was enough to win it on a last second field goal. Oh. Okay, so that's it for all those games. We're gonna try to play Vice City and Armandale as a regular game. Both teams to be computers. We're gonna set up the screen and then we'll get right back to play it. We found some settings. Hopefully the settings will be good enough that you can kind of watch the game and get the play-by-play. If not, we'll pause it and figure it out. Set the rosters. Okay, let's head over to White House Stadium and get this game started.
Welcome to Bright House Stadium. Vice City against Auburndale.
Okay, we'll let our
battle of
play-by-play
undefeated
announcer
teams
call
today.
the game and we'll be back
Vote
after
to kick
the
off.
game.
Herbert at the line. Herbert in the shotgun. Herbert calling an audible. Third and 10 from the 25. Box deep in punt formation. First and 10 from the 28. Allen at the line. Vice City breaks the huddle. First and 10 from the 49. Allen calls the signals. I formation. Third and 7. Allen from the shotgun. Allen calls out the signals. Allen hollers out the signals.
False start. Offense, number 26, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
Second and 15 from the 28. Third and 13 at the 26. Allen calls out the signals. "30-yard kick for Folk. This will give them the lead. Good snap from center. The snap from tip man. Folk boots it.
False start. Offense, number 76, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Shotgun. I formation. Third and 11. Second and 10 from the 29.
Unabated to the quarterback. Defense, number 93, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
Third and 4 at the 35. First and 10 from the 43. Herbert calling an audible. Third and 3. Third and 1 from the 22. I formation. Jennings faces a double at the line. Second and goal at the 6. From the I. Shakir is doubled at the line. Here's the kick from Sanders. Vice City breaks the huddle. First and 10 from the 24.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense, number 13, 15-yard penalty. Automatic, first down.
Allen at the line. I formation. 2nd and 8 from the 31. Allen in the shotgun. Allen at the line. Second and 9 from the 13. Allen calls out the signals. First and goal from the 2. Here's the kick from Fooball. Second and 7 from the 13. Shotgun. Auburndale trailing by 3. Third and 7 from the 13. Auburndale trailing by 3. Third and 14 from the 30. Herbert at the line. Box deep in punt formation. Allen calls out the signals. Allen at the line. Third and 10 from the 21. Allen from the shotgun.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. A timeout will be charged. False start. Offense. Number 77, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down. Holding. Offense. Number 72, 10-yard penalty.
Second and 25.
Illegal motion. Offense. Number 4, 5-yard penalty.
Second and 30 from the 11. Third and 15 from the 26. Someone jumped. Possible free play for Allen.
Encroachment. Defense. Number 97, 5-yard penalty.
3rd and 10 from the 31. Vice City breaks the huddle. Folk with the kick. I formation. Shotgun. Herbert calls out the signals. Hurry up. Herbert at the line. Second and 6 from the 48. Herbert with the hard count. Auburndale in a hurry up. Herbert at the line. Third and 5. Herbert using a hard count. Auburndale hustling to the line. "53-yard field goal for Sanders. Clean snap from Jurgens. Jurgens with the snap. Here's the kick from Sanders. Vice City by 7. 1st and 10. From the I. Vice City leads by 7. 2nd and 10. 1:45 in the second. Back in the shotgun. Allen changing the play. First and 10 at the 49. Allen barks out the signals. Vice City by 7. Allen calls the signals. Vice City by 7.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 21. 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Vice City by 7. 1st and 10 from the 15. 1:19 in the second. Vice City ahead by 7. Allen calling signals. Vice City breaks the huddle. 3rd and 17. "30-yard attempt for Folk. The snap from Tipman. Bad snap. But Reckow got it down. Herbert from the shotgun. Some movement up front. Possible free play for Herbert.
Encroachment. Defense. Number 92, 5-yard penalty.
Herbert calls out the signals. Auburndale down by 10. 2nd and 2 at the 33. 0:44 left in the second. Auburndale in a hurry up. Herbert calls the signals. Third and 5. Herbert trying to draw him offside. Allen calls the signals. Third and 5 from the 39. Shotgun. "47-yard attempt for Folk. Rec out to hold. The snap from Tipman. Here's the kick from Folk. From the up. Herbert calls out the signals. I formation. Third and 1. Fox from punt formation.
Illegal block. Receiving team.
Vice City by 13. Third and 6 from the 6. I formation. Some movement up front.
Encroachment. Defense. Number 53, 5-yard penalty.
First and 5 at the 19. From the I. Allen calling signals. Vice City ahead by 13. Third and 3 from the 21. Allen from the shotgun.
No timeout will be charged.
Allen calling an audible. Current drive, 8 plays, 43 yards. 3:45 off the clock. Vice City ahead by 13. Second and 11 from the 44. Some movement up front. Possible free play for Allen.
Encroachment. Defense. Number 50. 5-yard penalty. Encroachment. Defense. Number 13. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
Third and inches at the 45. Vice City by 13. Current drive, 12 plays, 65 yards. 5:53 off the clock. Second and 5 from the 28. Allen at the line. 13 play 70-yard drive. They've used 6:38 on the clock. Vote to kick off.
False start. Offense. Number 15. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
First and 15 from the 12. Shotgun. Second and 11. Some movement up front. Possible free play for Herbert.
Encroachment. Defense. Number 93. 5-yard penalty.
Third and 1 from the 26. 0:47 in the third. Herbert barks out the signals. Auburndale down by 20. Auburndale down 20. Third and 10 from the 44. First and 10 from the 29. Second and 1 at the 20. Herbert calls out the signals. Goal line defense. Current drive, 12 plays, 87 yards. They've used 6:14 on the clock. Second and goal from the 8. Herbert at the line. Current drive, 13 plays, 80 yards. 6:53 off the clock. Third and goal from the 7. Doubling Jennings at the line. Ten-yard try for Sanders. Easy kick here. The snap from Jurgens. Lousy snap. But Fox got it down. Sanders with the kick. High formation. Allen slow to the line. Third and 10.
Holding. Offense. Number 66. 10-yard penalty.
Recau back in punt formation. First and 10. Shotgun formation.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense. Number 7. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
First and 10 from the 48. Herbert calling an audible. Second and 10 from the 34. Hurry up offense. Third and 10 at the 34. Herbert calls the signals. Fourth and 5 from the 29. Auburndale in a hurry up. First and 10 from the 40. High formation.
Holding. Offense. Number 66. 10-yard penalty.
First and 20. First and 10 from the 50. Slow down offense. Allen slow to the line. Third and 6 from the 46. Allen slow to the line. Vice City ahead by 17. Vice City taking their time. Allen calling an audible. Second and 10. Allen working very slowly. Third and 10 at the 38. I formation. Vice City working slowly. "46-yard try for Poke. Clean snap from Tipman. Tipman with the snap. Poke with the kick. Shotgun formation. Vice City showing blitz. Dreadnoughts trailing by 20.
Holding. Defense. Number 90. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Auburndale down by 20. Second and 8 from the 43. 1:58 in the fourth. Third and 8 from the 43. Auburndale down by 20. Fourth and 12 from the 39. 1:45 left in the game. Williams split outside. Vice City ahead by 20. Second and 7 from the 46. 0:51 left in the game. I formation. They're taking their time.
Well, that's it from Auburndale. Vice City stays undefeated, wins 33-13. Dragonauts lose their first game of the preseason. Take a look at their stats. And that's it for the stats and play-by-play. You see the Clay City kind of took control in the third quarter. Okay. Alright, so that's it for the first 4 weeks of our preseason. Remember, episode 2 in a couple days we'll have the final 4 games of the preseason. And we have, there's your upcoming games for week 5. We only have 2 4-0 teams left, both of them in the West, the Venom and the Spartans. They will not play each other since they're both on the head-to-head side. So let's see, we have Akron playing Putnam City next week in week 5, and Rice City at Detroit. Look at that. The Dreadnoughts are the only team that's over 500 in the PC conference against the head-to-head conference. That's unreal. Look at those. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, the head-to-head is 22 and 10 against the PC division. Well, we can tell where the talent is in this league, all on the head-to-head side. Well, this is Gary. We'll wrap it up here at TCFL Central for the first week of the 2020 first episode of the TCFL 2025 season. This was the first 4 games of the preseason. Remember, episode 2 will have the last 4 games of the preseason in a couple days. So, Gary signing off. Everybody have a wonderful evening.